Greetings all, this is Max Bauer, going to talk a little bit about how Kent Hovind has helped me in my converting me to Christ. That's for certain. A little bit about me, I'm wicked sinner extraordinaire, but at one point in time I was very successful as far as the world is concerned in say around 2011, 2012 in there. Pretty much all of my everything was taken away. So what happened was I had a lot of time on my hands where I was really depressed and sitting around and had nothing to do but research things. So that's what I did. And eventually I wound up in the old Alex Jones camp and where, the New World Order is coming to get you and everything is terrible. And in that you realize that, if all these guys are Satanists, and they believe real hardcore in that must mean that the other guy there is true. There must be something to that. So eventually my searches led off into more of a Christian area because the Christians are the ones that deal with the end times and all that. And I came across that Kent Hovind CSE series. Now, I'm not one who has ever really believed wholeheartedly in evolution. I never propagated that ideology. I always thought it was kind of stupid. I don't know how anyone can say that everything came from nothing is logical or rational. So I always held out belief in some God of some sort. But it wasn't until Kent Hovind showed through logic and through science that the God of the Bible is God. And there isn't any other God. And there isn't anybody since then who has even come close. Kent's CSE series, I saw one of those and I watched a few of his debates, and then I downloaded his entire course and watched it and said, wow, that actually gives me something to keep going for. This is really interesting. I'm on to something. I'm on to the truth. And from there, it was a series of one more pastor after another now to get the good word. And I didn't know at the time Kent was in prison. I was actually considering trying to get in touch with him and find out how I could become part of his ministry. It wasn't until, a year or two ago that I realized he was in prison. And, the IRS can put anybody in prison for any reason. From being a conspiracy theorist Alex Jones guy, I already know this. I'd throwing him in prison, it was like, yeah, well, they got another good one. But I was looking forward to him coming out in February, as I was repeatedly, checking his case every few months. I would check and see, make sure he's going to get out. And now we have this new case, which is a terrible tragedy, and we need to fight to get him out. But now we'll continue on with my testimony and where Kent has led me and through his beginnings. From where I was to where I am now. Now, where I was a destitute, depressed, no reason to live person, 2011, 2012, with no ties to any God, any belief in anything other than the New World Order is going to get me. To now, I am happy, comfortable, strong in the faith. I have my own YouTube channel to try and follow in Kent's footsteps to some extent, beating down the evolution theory amongst other things. And I'm currently studying for my 4-year in theology and looking forward to the future. Now, where would I be had I not seen Kent's videos? I don't know. But what I do know is my brother, who I don't talk to much, he lives in another state. After I came to Christ, I recently sent some Christian information to him regarding Kent Hovind, and he replied to me in an email, Kent Hovind is a genius and everything he says is the gospel truth. So, not having talked to my brother, I know I'm not alone in this. And I am thankful that Kent Hovind's preaching is so powerful, because everyone knows the hardest thing to do is to try and convert your family members. Well, Kent already converted one of my family members. I don't need to worry about my brother. It's just the rest of them. And I'm looking forward for Kent getting out of prison so we can make some more videos, because I'm running out of information to plagiarize and put on my own channel. So that is my testimony in regards to Kent Hovind. Great man. Let's get him out of prison. Do everything that we can. And with that, I'm going to be out of here.